Alright, we're gonna restart this again. Christina, War Thunder, and for some reason I only have like first here because of a download. So it is what it is. I'm streaming, babe. What's up? What's up? I'm sorry, I don't have nothing. If I had some, I'd give it to you, but I don't have nothing. Sorry. I don't have nothing. Sorry. You can say please all you want, but unfortunately magic doesn't make money happen. That's the unfortunate thing about magic. You have to ask your dad. I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm sorry, I don't have it. I do not have it. It's not here. I don't have it. If I did, I would give it to you. I do not have it. I'm sorry. What? Do you gotta see it? You wanna see it for yourself? Because apparently you're doing physical shit. What does that say? Yeah. Look. So you need to just go and do with what you got and leave it alone. You hear me?
We're ahead of the enemy.
No, you're not gonna get my phone. I already told you. That's it. What the hell?
Destroy the target. Attack the A point. Attack the A point. Roger that. The enemy has captured the airfield. We've got to act fast.
Aw. Ow. Aw. That was like a double aw. Aw. I died too. Dang it.
We are losing.
Trump's your dad. That's funny. ID names are so funny sometimes. That was hilarious. Thank you for the flower. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. It's not gonna be very long, so I gotta go to bed. Or try to go to bed. Oh. Fucking trees. Dang trees. It's my first game of the day. I know I know I need sleep, but you know, it's only better. It's only sleep if you actually get good sleep. I do a good job. Thank you. I went down to a guitar center to help. Then they helped me. Uh, who put what there? What are you talking about? Who put what where? I know. Fucking trees. There's not even There's not even that many trees, and I actually had to run in like the sparsely. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I don't appreciate being number 13 though. Fucking trees. But welcome to War Thunder. War Thunder. Trying to find some good music to listen to. And Apple TV is not, or Apple Music, kind of lacking, and it's I don't know. In their choices, I feel like something's got to be better than what. Oh, maybe this will work. Ooh, very nice. Good job. I don't know what that is. I I'm somehow in War Thunder Dev, and I can't get out of it. So all I have is like first tier, which it doesn't really bother me, but I it's been a little frustrating. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Big Mama. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. And if you guys get a chance to go over to like my Twitch and uh, sign up, I'm really close to that like 50 mark. So any help get me there would be most appreciative. It's Mindscape Neuro, but you can find on my link thing. Hopefully it's still working. I don't know. Oh. What the hell's... Ooh. Looks like there's more trees here, though, in this map. Uh-oh. We got some experts playing here tonight. Yeehaw. Hello, Bitwise. How are you? Oh, and then a Swedish sex tree. Yeah, I don't got. I am got like $0. So at this point, I am stuck with what I got. So this is what we're playing. It is what it is. What's it? Oh, just finishing work. How was your day? Did you have a good day at work? Get a lot done? Or did you come home feeling like you hated it there and that, like, I think the most ever I had with work was that I just always felt stressed because I was worried I was going to get fired. Even though I did my job, I always was worried I was going to get fired. That's so... Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you work from home? Well, that's nice. Kind of nice, though. I don't... That's hard to concentrate, I think. You know, it takes a lot of discipline to work from home. That's for sure. I admire that because I don't know if I have that discipline or even desire. I have. Is that my fucking flap? That was my flap. You just took off my flap. Uh oh. Sometimes you have to fly upside down because it won't fly right side up. It is pretty lucky to work from home, huh? But, you know, then you get a lot of distractions from home. So I don't know how lucky that is. Versus, like, I think when you go to work, at least, like, you have an opportunity to kind of get away from, you know, get a break. Especially if you have a lot of responsibilities at home. You know what I mean? But I think it's all, uh, each his own preference. Prefer. Or for sure. It is what it is. Tomorrow's Friday though, so that's good. Kinda, I guess. Well, I'm just glad you guys are watching. I enjoy your company. Already. Where are you at, Bitwise? Well, yeah, I can see where you can be more productive. Because you can organize your time the way that is more comfortable for you. But still, it does take a lot of discipline. So we can't deny your discipline. We stick with it. That's still there. Yikes. Oh, oh, we got a lot of kamikazes tonight, I see. A lot of kamikazes. We just gonna go straight for just ramming straight into me. I appreciate it. Really, I do. Australia. I want to go to Australia so bad. That is one of the one countries that is on my list that I want to go to. Just, just 'cause it's just like a, I don't know. It just seems like a really cool place to go to. I want to see these gigantic bugs. I mean, I know that probably scare the shit out of me, but I still want to see it. Be like, fuck, that's a big bug, and then take a picture of it. No, but actually, my fascination with Australia came from Muriel's wedding, and the whole ABBA thing. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Muriel's Wedding, but when I saw that, I was like, I want to go there. How long have you been playing? Since I think June. And my son, he introduced it to me because he plays tanks, and then I tried to play tanks. And I was like, wow, I really suck at tanks. But I'm like, ooh, they have planes, so I'll try that. And then that's kind of how it started. Because I used to take private pilot lessons, and I wanted to be a commercial airline pilot, but I ultimately wanted to be an astronaut. So it was kind of like one of those things. That's probably why I fly prop planes mostly, because it's the familiar. Ooh, I don't want no bug be jumping at me. Is that what you're talking about? Do I plan on continuing to play War Thunder? Literally play it almost every day. Pro- Probably. I, I I played World of Warcraft for like years. I don't know how many years I played World of Warcraft. But I just got bored of it because they just were changing so many things. And I don't know, it's not as fun as it used to be. It was more fun when it was simpler. Now you got like 10 million places to go and you can't find out where you're going, and that's okay. Don't be sorry. I don't mind your questions. It's okay. Well, right now I have this War Thunder div on here. My son was kind enough to install something on here that now I can't seem to remove, and so I'm kind of stuck in first here. But so I think I like a 1,000 hours. I'm not sure how many hours I got, but I play every day just to practice. Practice. I like to practice. Well, I know that, but like I said, I play for fun. I'm not playing for uh to become the next pilot. You know, to actually get hired for do something. I'm doing it to relax. So I'm not really paying that close of attention because it really isn't a test. It's just a game. And no, I'm not going. Yes, I understand that you have to play with an adopt, but however, there's a lot of other things that can affect how your ammunition is going to affect or take down a plane. And if my particular plane is not fast enough, or perhaps my ammunition is not strong enough, it doesn't matter if I have that bullet in the circle and it's perfect because I am still not going to make that connection unless I'm literally sitting right on top of them. No, I have not because I'm You know what? Look, I'm autistic and
We need to put more pressure on the enemy.
I just try to keep it as simple as possible and memorize what is necessary. And I have a tendency not to until I have perfected something, I usually will not move up to something like that. So for flight key binds like that would not happen unless I could fly this plane, unless I could fly this game with my eyes closed on the worst day possible. And until that happens, no, there won't be any of that. So it's with autism, it's a little bit slower in the learning process, and so I have to play every day, and I still right even now forget which key is the the one for, let's say, the cockpit, because my working memory is really terrible. So it's just a lot of practice. So that's why you see me play over and over and over again. Is I'm trying to make it uh, into a procedural memory. Once I get it there, then I won't forget. But it takes a lot of practice. Oh, for sure it helps. But again, for some of us have excellent working memory and can remember that key. I can't remember my password hourly, so it's kind of silly to make a keybind if your working memory sucks as bad as mine does. Hence, thing. But I guess instead of having keybinds, I just have all the planes, really. So I practice playing each country's planes so that I already know what they do, and I'm trying to make it as simple for me as possible. So you're not rude. I don't think you're rude. No, oh no, I don't think I'm autistic. I don't think you're rude. It's a very direct question, and I don't. It's not bother me in the least. So I guess instead of doing key binds, this, but you have to understand, I'm late diagnosed, so I have my own tools that I use to help myself, and they are maybe outside of the normal tools that other people use. And mine is memorizing things. That's how I do it. And so instead of, let's say, memorizing keybinds, I'm going to memorize how each plane flies by actually flying it. So I will know once I see the plane, I've already flown this plane, so many hours. So therefore, it's not. I guess I don't know. It just seems kind of unnecessary, like an extra step. I want to minimize steps. I mean, and really, if you think about it in regards to systems, the more complicated your system is, the harder it is for you to be successful. You want to make your system as efficient as possible. You want to do as little as possible so that you can focus on what's most important, which is, you know, practicing aiming or whatever. Well, I'm not trying to outplay. I just like to play fairly, but you can't really play for me and just in how, because I have, let's say, I have autism, ADHD, and then I have dyslexia, and I can really tell you my working memory is just really, really bad. So my solution would be is I'll just learn how to fly all the planes. That way I know what to expect by the experience of flying the plane so that I know what that plane can do when we are in battle. And let's say in a first year situation, uh, I've played I've played all of these planes. So if I come in, let's say I'm gonna do this I-16, and let's say I encounter maybe a Gatlier from USA. I know I've flown Gatliers. I've flown Gatliers over and over and over again, but I also know that my I-16 can outfly the Gatlier, maybe by turning a radius or how it flies. So again, is this I do bottom up thinking, so I kind of start at the bottom and then I work myself up. So I build on knowledge versus taking a knowledge already pre-owned and then working down. Well, yeah. So the only that was something I didn't understand how to do when I first started. So hence why first tier is a great way to start because you're really learning because each one of these planes, right? Okay, so this will be about systems. This is systems thinking. So every plane starts somewhere, and then as the engineers try to improve on the plane, they're going to make changes or whatever. So starting at your first tier plane, you're really getting that first engineer's idea of how this plane is going to fly. And so from there, it's pretty easy to kind of anticipate later versions of that same plane of how it's going to perform and what it's going to do. So that's really the idea is getting that practice of what the original engineer's idea was of what they wanted from the plane. And like say the I-16 is incredibly maneuverable, it's fast, and it does what it wants, and it's kind of hard to shoot down a little bit. But again, it's not the plane, it's the pilot. If we have ever seen Fast and Furious, and that's really the end of the day. How often do you practice? How much do you like to fly? And are you willing to learn about like flight science and that kind of stuff? Which I'm a very annoying person, and that's kind of just something I like to do. I like to learn as much as I can. Just get like.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Well, I'm 49 years old, so I've been doing this for a long time. So these tools that I have, I've been using them forever. Because when I was a kid, we didn't have accommodations. Well, I didn't have accommodations forever until let's say it was college last year. So, oh well, good night. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So again, you find your own ways to kind of get around things, whether they always work or not. But as an old ADHD dyslexia person, no accommodations. Perhaps my habits probably maybe not be the best for everyone, but this is just kind of how I maneuvered through life. Is what it is. I don't think about it anymore because I'm so used to it. It's what do you do? It's been like this my whole life. like it when music starts getting a lot of like vulgar. You ever like listen to music and it gets like super vulgar? I'm like, do I have to listen to this? I really don't want to.
Enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
I don't need to. I don't need to hear the word bitch over and over again. I'm good.
Enemy has captured the airfield. We can't let him keep it.
I got a lot of strong players playing low tier. Like I need to up my game quite a bit here. That's my fucking wing, dude. Ugh, I do not like 10th place. Oof, terrible. Terrible, Christina, terrible. I do. I lost my wings. And you can't fly without wings. Fucking science. They require that in order for you to fly decent. That's true. That's true. I know there's a few plane parts that are kind of important. The tail, number one, and then the dumb wings and flaps. Especially when they get like asymmetric, then you know you're fucked. Then you know you're like, I'm gonna crash. And good thing this is virtual, because if it was real, I know for sure it's gonna hurt. Fuck. Look for my fucking whatchamacallit. My prop thing. That's right. I'm still flying. Oh, no flaps on this one. I forgot. And that's it. What level am I? What level am I? Like 73, I think? I think I'm 73? Maybe? Yeah, halfway through 73? What level are you? I'm just busting balls. It's alright. I know most of you guys are probably like level 1000. I know the level 1000, but I'm just. Oh, well. See, I already knew that you were a hunter. You've probably been playing forever. Ugh. Look, I'm gonna play. Look, you know, you'd be surprised how important some of these plane parts are. Because sometimes it will keep flying, and then other times you see it just like you go. That part was pretty important. You just started playing again. You should. It's good for you. It's good for your brain. The more you learn things and keep your brain active, you know, you reduce cognitive decline, which is really the most important thing, is making sure that your brain stays healthy. But as always, I'm always grateful that you guys are here. No longer how long of a time you spend. I'm very grateful and I appreciate it. Oh, I'm missing my tail. Look at that. Yeah. I'm doing great tonight. I'm doing awesome. You see how great I'm doing? Nice. Dang. Ooh, I like this song. Oh, poo. Now, that is the downfall of not flying the same planes over and over again. Because you forget, like, what your plane is capable of doing. And not all planes are capable of getting out of a low altitude inverse, going back up, however you want to call that thing. I don't have a word for it, but I don't like to fly jets. I like to fly prop planes, and I have unlocked jets. I just have this. My son installed the War Thunder Dev. I have quite a few planes, and I have jets, and I don't like to fly them. Like the I-16, I like that plane. That's my favorite. But prop planes are my favorite. It just, you know what? I think it was, taking my flight lessons, and putting your hands on a prop and, just doing a pre-flight check. It's just, once you experience that, I don't know. I just have a thing about props and planes. I even found a prop, the on my wall. I just haven't found a place to put it yet. It's a decorative prop. It's not like actually a real one, but I gotta put it somewhere. Thanks. But welcome. Like I said, we're just playing. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Well, kind of, thank God. That's the kind of. I prefer the week. I like the song too. Ooh, what did I get? No. I got an extra preset here. Well, just one. Oh, money. Yeah, 7-3. I am a Commodore. So if you refer to me, then I do expect for you to make sure that you do call me Commodore. Because I've earned it. Just kidding. You're not calling Commodore. M is fine. And I think I prefer flying in the cold versus flying in the heat. if you were to ask me. I know you didn't ask me, but hypothetically, if you were to ask me, I would tell you that I prefer flying in a bolt. I think the plane flies better, in my opinion. In my uneducated opinion. Oh my god, what's America? Terrible. That's what I get. See, that's my punishment right there. Don't do that, Christina. Hmm? Hello, Shane. How are you? How was your day today? A good day? Oops, what? What did you oops? You dropped something? Oh, you said ho. My dyslexia said hi. Actually read the word hi. I think I'm really frustrating to offend because most of the time I don't understand the offense. I'm like, I didn't see it. But you're good. You're good, Shane. You're good. Don't worry about it. How was your day? A good day? Oh man. I had some rockets on this sucker. Let's see if we can use them. And I like to see if I can get planes with my rockets for fun. There you go. It's like the claw game at the bowling alley. The same experience. There you go. And I got no controls either. So I'm gonna shoot the rest of my rockets and let myself die. Ooh, filet mignon and French onion soup. That sounds delicious. I hope you got some served, some good bread. It's no fun if you get me good bread. I think it's kind of hard to fly if you don't have any wings. What do you think? Pretty sure. Oh, I love great bread. Oh my goodness. There's this place here in Vegas down at the Sunset Casino and the steakhouse, and they give you like the world's best croissants that you just like to die for. And then like some raisin bread and stuff with it. It's so good. And then if you want more, like to take home, they give you extra. I'm sure they charge you extra somewhere in the bill, but it's good. Oh my god, I love the omelet house. I love breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. It is my favorite meal. And I especially love grits. And like you take me to a breakfast place, I want to order everything on the menu because I love like blueberry pancakes and oh my god. I'm a terrible breakfast person because I love breakfast. Yeah. But fried zucchini doesn't really seem like that's like in the breakfast section. If I'm talking about like good butter grits or cheese grits. If you don't know what grits are, then maybe we shouldn't be friends because like that's probably the best thing ever invented. That and shit on a shingle. If y'all have ever had shit on a shingle, ah, shrimp grits are so good. Mm. Do anyone know what shit on a shingle is? Well, you have like the beef and the gravy on your toast. Oh, now that's good, dude. Corned beef, corned beef with it's actually a French white cream. That's all it is. And then you put it on toast. It's like heaven on earth, actually. So I grew up on a lot of grits and shit on the shingle. Oh, okay, Shane. Then you know what I'm talking about. My dad was an Army Ranger, and my mom worked in the mess hall. So, a very, very special dinner is shit on the shingle. That to me is like, we're having, like, it's like having steak. And then when my dad made grits with with some scrambled eggs. But yeah, shit on the shingle is probably I think that's. I would put is my comfort food. That's probably my number one comfort food because it's just. And I don't even know why I like it because it just is like it looks like slop. You know what I mean? Because you put it on toast and it's all. It doesn't visually look appealing like you think food should look. And anything kind of gravy oriented is kind of like a no for me. But I'll tell you, I have like freaking 5 freaking plates of that shit. I love it. It's so silly. Yeah, yeah. And it's just you just like you're good and then you're happy like for like the next 24 hours of your life because you literally had the best food. And I've ate at some expensive restaurants here in Vegas, like 500 big dollar meals. I will tell you, I would choose shit on a shingle over a $500 meal any day of the week because I know I'm leaving with a full belly and a happy belly every single time. And I just, unless you've experienced it, because maybe if you've grown up with it, you wouldn't even have, or even had the opportunity to eat it. Well, you're missing out. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. My dad was an Army Ranger, so I grew up in boot camp. If I didn't know it, uh, well, my dad. Well, he's an undiagnosed autistic, so even after he left the army, we were still in the army, technically. So I was his soldier, basically. So that's how I was raised, like a soldier, and I had expectations like a soldier. I've had my bed dump. I've had a mattress dump. Has anybody ever woken up to a mattress dump where somebody actually lifts up your mattress then like threw you off the bed, or had water like thrown on your face to wake you up because we have to be on time. On time, on time, on time. Like it's drilled into you. Like it's like, but it wasn't like my dad was somebody that was like lazy and just said do it. My dad was about 4 in the morning already. He had a cup of coffee and he was ready to go every morning on the dot. You wouldn't you as predictable like. And then you go. Let's say when I was an adult, he'll gas up my Firebird, and you'd hear him rev the engine as he drove off. I think the only reason he gassed my Firebird was to drive it, but that that's how I grew up. And then listening to Army Cadence in the morning to the wake up. So I feel like I should be like an honorary Army Ranger, even though I never attended the actual schooling. I did at home, and I passed. I think, kinda. I just I just don't see the uh, the value of jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. If it's flying, uh, I'm not gonna jump out of it. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't seem logical. But then though, I've seen those videos though, like where they have the open back thing, and it's a I'm terrible with them, so I'm not ever gonna have it. It's a deal like and the back end opens and then they all jump. I, I would do that because it looks kind of like it just. I would do it. Man, I wish I kind of would have went maybe went that way because I just don't. I don't get scared like that. If if you tell me, and especially if you show me how to do it, like, and that's where I think I get a little Forrest Gumpy with my autism because I very down. I'm like very systematic all the time. So that's where you'll. Probably would have been a fucking corporal right now. That's how. Yeah. I, you know what? I can tell you, there, that, that, I, I've heard every, my entire life.
And victory will surely be ours.
I wasn't allowed naps, kid. When we go fishing, you know, you survive the day. You know what I mean? And we go fishing, and yeah, and we live in Alaska, so you had to have wear a life jacket because if you did fall in the water, you were gonna die. The water is cold. You have hypothermia, you're done. It's just glacier water, and you know that you learn that from the get go. Like I feel like they automatically tell you this as soon as you're born in Alaska that don't fall in the water because you're gonna die. So uh, we fished, and I had my life jacket on, and I don't know, maybe it's just the boat rocking. Fall right to sleep. I I like I like to sleep. If it's especially the boat's rocking or I'm in a car ride, I'll fall asleep. And when you hit on the head with the fishing rod, like wake up, we're fishing. It's family time. Have you been hit on the head with a fishing rod? Any of you? Like, tink, tink, tink. And you're like on the Kenai River and it's cold as fuck and it's summertime. A wrench, oh, that's terrible. No, a fishing rod, I think, was enough. A little bit of the sting. I think, no, it's cold, it's wet, and you're autistic and nobody knows. So they treat you like you're a normal kid. So there's no excuses. And yeah, no sleeping. Pay attention to your rod. I have been fishing seriously since I've been born. I change my profile pitch all the time. Just because it's fun. I like to color. My hair is not that long. I don't think I ever will grow that long. But that's my face. I'm like, that's good enough. I'll put whatever hair's on there. Uh, I think I lived my whole high school life. I was tall and nerdy, and then when I hit adulthood, uh, that's that's when men noticed me, and so I guess, and then I too I communicate better with men just because I'm autistic. So there's a very it's easy to communicate with me because I don't really talk female. I talk male, but I'm very female, which is weird. So it's a little bit of both. That makes sense. So I think if anything was his uh, you someone say they don't get enough. You know, it's plenty. You know what I mean? That's not a thing. I know it's just like so I was gonna say change their profile picture. It's like it's for me. I know in person my I don't know what it is. I I don't know why men. I don't really know why men like me. To be honest, but when I was high school, like they did, or maybe they did, and I didn't realize it. But then when I became a woman or a female, it's one of those things. So it's weird, like but that my own husband doesn't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because especially because he says that like some when men get mad, they tell you that that no man would like you or want you, and that always makes me laugh at him because I'm like, are you really? No, no, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. So no, I'm not like even busting my own bubble because my self-esteem is hence why I live in my room. But yeah, I wouldn't even know if he were flirting with me anyway. If we're in the grocery store, as much as I'd be oblivious to it. I would think you're just being nice to me, and I'd be flattered. Just be that and and feel grateful that you're being nice to me because I'm not used to people, especially men, being nice to me because I've been married to my husband for so long. So it's odd to me if a man is nice to me. So I'm flattered because it's not a normal thing for me. And then there's a little bit of distrust because I'm like, I don't really believe you, you know. And that's kind of the problem when you have had negative experiences like I have had, that you don't really. Not only do I not see myself that way, but I don't believe what you're saying to me either. Does that make sense? So like you're saying something, but um, I've heard so many negative things that positive stuff being told to me is not received in the way that it should be. So I've deemed myself. I think I'm too old to be a nun, and I really don't think I'd be a very good nun. And I think I'm too old to really join the military. So it's kind of like it is what it is. I'll just live in the cave, or like in the middle of like 20 acres where you can't find me. Those are my solutions, and I'm really hoping they work. They work for me. I appreciate that shit, but but that's never been. I I think in my particular place is simply to be respected is more important than what I look like. My exterior human body is that. It is that, but that's not who I am, and it is unfortunately. I almost am angry that I got the exterior body because nobody actually sees the interior part of me. They just assume the exterior of who I am, that's not me at all. And that's probably why I started streaming music, because I, want you to see that I'm doing it. It's not. But then again, this exterior human suit, it's a suit that I'm wearing, interferes with the actual person that I am. And that's the problem. And it's annoying. I mean, actually, and I know some would say, well, then I'm ungrateful. No, I am grateful. But it does prevent people from understanding that I too need help just like everybody else, and I too have autism, and I do have this and that, and I do need help sometimes, but not what you think. More because I have disabilities, and I do need help. This is just like a fast pass at Disneyland. That's all it is. It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work, and it's unfortunate. But I do appreciate it, and I know that. But that's a lot. I've had a lot of trauma, so you have to understand that. And that's not that there's nothing with you. It's more that when you've had so much trauma as I have had, and I've had a lot of really bad experiences, that you just unfortunately that's just how it happens. I mean, 13 years of marriage of, it has not done me well, and I will have to have a lot of therapy to recover from my marriage. And unfortunately, I had to have a lot of recover from my a lot of therapy to recover from my last marriage. So you know, it is what it is. But you know, that's part of life. And if it helps somebody else, and my lessons are learned, and somebody else learned from what I learned, that's worthwhile. You know, I can't have kids anymore anyway. Thank God, I have enough. Three is a lot of children, and I love all of them. But three is a lot, and so I'm good. I'm like, whether you loved and lost, or you've just not been loved at all. And considering my history with men, they have never been kind to me. So therefore, and they don't treat me well. Initially, but not in the end. And I know that's just a couple experiences, but they were enough to kind of just say, well, I'll just live in a cave and play War Thunder for the rest of my life. Because I love men, and men are the only ones that have ever understood me, that have ever really made me feel like I was human. But you know, as far as the other part, that's where it changes, unfortunately. And that's a sad part about, unfortunately, abuse. This is what it is. I'm secret. I'll be right back, and we'll just get. I think we're gonna go ahead and cancel out this one. Yeah, that's honestly that's all I am. I'm just gonna be as autistic as fuck, and you like it or you don't. If you don't like it, that's you. I can't help you with if you don't like my autistic person. This is it. This is what you get. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I say fortunately, because I have a lot of skills, and I can do a lot of shit. And then it's it's your loss if you don't appreciate at least that part of me. And yes, that's I can get a bit crabby about the dog barking, but you know, I take out the trash. You know what I mean? one more game. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Hello! You guys all come on really late. What's gonna be your reason? Private Nibbles. That I went to have a cigarette because I am trying to quit. I do squat up, but I am having to. I have to Patreon, and that's what I'm working on because I gotta have some, uh, financials. You know what I'm saying? Is it quiet here? Well, maybe it is quiet here. I don't know. I think Private Nimbles is trying to describe the fact that War Thunder requires so much financial just to really enjoy the game. And that was one of those comments that are there. It is what it is. And please subscribe on Twitter. It's Mindscape Neuro. They'll help me. And most appreciative. And I appreciate all my new visitors. Please follow and subscribe. Oh, I could do it all. I play almost every day. Sometimes I play good, and sometimes I play like shit. Well, thank you, Shane, for your compliments. And you should nap. Napping is good for your brain. You know, not Twitter. On Twitch. That I'm pretty sure you do have. Good night, Shane. Thank you for your compliments, and I appreciate it. You're very, very, very kind. And I'm very grateful for them. Thank you. I'm gonna go to bed, boss. I need to go to bed, but I was gonna do one more game. That was all. I just don't sleep very good, and I don't like going to sleep because when I go to sleep, I'm not enjoying my sleep. I have to sleep in the camper. I don't want to sleep in the camper. I want to sleep in my bed. I have a bed in a room. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for noticing. I think that makes it good. Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah. I don't sleep good yet. As it stands, I don't sleep well. So, and then when I wake up in the morning, I always just feel terrible. I don't know why I feel like the worst existential dread ever in the morning. Yeah, that's definitely autism, but I just so it takes me a while really to wake up and then come to my senses. Now I don't like to sleep because I don't not well I used to, but not now. I don't like and I don't enjoy sleeping now. Sleeping is a chore. It takes away from my day now because it's not an enjoyable experience. It's I have to, fortunately. And I don't like sleep medications because sleep medications I don't like feeling like a freaking train wreck in the morning. I hate that. I'd rather just go to sleep without it. And I do find that White War Thunder will tire me out enough so that I can sleep. And that's really the goal, you know what I mean? You know what? It varies, like, because I'm under a lot of stress right now, going through a divorce. It really kind of just varies on when the sleep comes on. So I usually go to bed as soon as I feel that I gotta go to bed feeling like I'm tired now. But I don't watch TV at night. I'm not on my phone. But I don't use my phone for anything but looking up shit. So and reminders about it. But like right now, I'm starting to feel tired. So this is arcade. I know I gotta go to bed. I just, it's every day's just been really hard, and I'm just like I want to wake up in the morning because then it's just another hard day. Divorce is hard. It's a lot of stress, and I'm not handling. And it's not like if you're autistic, you know, like the more stress I'm under, the worse it just gets as far as just functioning. So it's kind of like yesterday. Oh my gosh, I was a mess. I was ready to give up. I was ready to run away and just, but I just can't do that. I gotta just keep doing it, and I'm just gonna go, 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 go. It's what it is. Darling, you know what? Well, we know that not all planes have flaps, and because I am flying so many different types of planes, I can't remember who has flaps and who doesn't have flaps. And there's nothing worse than hitting the flap button and there's no flaps. Because this particular plane does not have flaps. Not only is it disappointing, but then you really know that you're fucked. It's helping either. To be honest. Oh, well, perhaps I-16 has flaps, but considering that, well, imagine if you had a backpack on, and this backpack is full of rocks, and these rocks are so fucking heavy that they are distracting you. Then, on top of that, you have a sunburn from head to toe. And you haven't really had a good night's sleep in about a month. And then, on top of that, every day, your brain likes to manufacture things as far as because my brain, my synapses aren't pruned like everybody else's. So every Dateline episode I've ever watched comes to my head in regards to what could possibly happen in regards to my fucking life. So no, probably the F-16 probably does have flaps. I freaking took a whole tutorial on DC on my DC whatever it is DC World on the I-16, but my brain is so fucking tired and so spent. I'm just lucky that I'm standing right here playing this goddamn game. So that that's the honest to God fucking truth. Well, welcome to War Thunder and 3 monther, and welcome to yes, it's like running on fucking fumes, but I don't give up. And once I make a decision, my decisions are final. And I'm a good woman, and that's all I gotta say. I'm a good woman. Oh, thank you, Red. Let's see what I get. You know, I fix shit. I know. I actually look shit up, and I teach myself to fix shit. So like, yeah. What did I get? Is there a reward? What reward did I get? I don't give a fuck. Okay, this is the last game, and then I'm gonna go to bed for sure. God damn it. Because tomorrow's Friday, and then maybe Saturday I might sleep in for an extra 30 minutes and make a difference. So maybe I could take a nap tomorrow. Maybe that could happen. I could like a 10-minute power nap, like Japanese do. Like, and then I'm good. No, I'll probably work. I like this map. It's a good map. Ooh. Come on, girl. You can turn. You can turn. Yeah. Ooh. Gotcha. Kind of. I think I might have got your wing. I'm sorry, not sorry. You can still fly it. This is a test of what kind of pilot you are. I'm helping you. Far. Too far, too far, too far. Look, I'll come back. See? Nope. It's good. Jesus Christ. Good pilot. Ooh, I like the song. It's busy at night. Oh, I want to go to bed. Busy, busy. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I don't want to be in altitude. Okay, look. Okay, look.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I understand that there are some individuals fly safe. That would be a safer way to fly. I have ADHD, and I like the adrenaline I get from flying close to the ground. So whenever you see me fly, I don't care what I'm flying. No matter if I'm flying a jet, even if I'm on Microsoft Flight Simulator, I am right next to that ground. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I enjoy that. But that's how I play. Because, and I'll tell you, the other reason is a lot of pilots are like you that only fly high altitude. So when you're chasing after me and you come down and I take you down low and I take you really, really close to the ground, you don't know what to do. I've flown all of these low tier planes, every single one of them, from Italian, all USA. I've flown all of them. I know exactly what they can do. For the most part, if I can remember, on a good day, you're gonna crash, and I will be like 5 feet from the ground, and I'll pull out of it. And that is why I do low altitude, to get you personally, because I have pathological demand avoidance, and I don't like being told what to do. So that's mostly what it is, probably. And I can pretty much say that nobody ever said I was a delight, because I'm not. I like to win. And I'll practice until I do win. And I'll practice and practice and practice until I'm number one over and over and over again. That is the type of person that I am. That is how... I don't know why I do that. So, yeah. You're level 73 too? Cool. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna come back and follow you. Oh, if I remember, if I have not, just remind me, and then I will, because my memory is so bad, especially here lately. So just remind me. I like the yak. Yak is good.
And victory will be ours.
The he is good. I don't know. Is this he is right? Hey, he. I don't know what this is, but I like this one too. I'll be honest. I love planes, and I don't really care. You know what? If uh, if on my worst day, if you said to me, Christina, like, what is it that you know, here it is. I'm gonna give you. I don't know. What's the worst plane on here? I don't know. It's something. I don't know. Like, I think of a terrible plane. It, I can't even think of a plane that would be terrible. But let's say a Gladiator. This is your plane. I I would be happy as fuck. I just don't care. It's like to fly. And I like to fly as many different types of planes as possible. What? Who's drinking tonight? You? Is there a party that we weren't invited to? Yeah. Oh my god, you see how many people are? It's like 5 or 6 behind me. Bless America. I gotta do the 109. Maybe? No. We'll do that one. Spitfires. I don't know. It's so hard to choose a favorite plane. If you really want to know, they are, you know what, they're all really cool. I mean, and especially, yeah, I have had an opportunity to go to the Smithsonian Air Museum. All planes are cool. When you touch them and just the way they feel, like just the way the texture of them, it's so hard to pick a favorite. Just accept that they're all beautiful. That look painful. Where's he coming from? Behind me? Uh, they're Bless America. Can you see that? Alright. That means... Okay. So when I see that... Okay, so I just had a biplane coming out. This is why I have biplanes sitting in here. Because that means I gotta bring out the biplane. Because I don't want to be too fast. I have to really, really slow down. That that tells me I'm going. If I guess what I'm saying is, if I'm being killed by a bunch of biplanes, that means that I am going too fast. My plane is naturally too fast. And you remember how my rule is that I'm not. I don't like to touch nothing extra. I want to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so that means I gotta prepare just like I would if I was like a pair of shoes. I'm gonna have my biplanes ready because I'm playing against biplanes, and that is gonna be better for the overall chance of success. Maybe. Let's test it. Maybe this could be a complete lie. I mean, it could be a hypothesis I just made up. It is a hypothesis I just made up, and we won't know because it's. I said I was gonna go to bed, huh? Fuck. Damn it. I guess I should go to bed. God damn it. I don't want to go to bed. It was like, that's not way to do an experiment. I was gonna bring out a blood pressure machine to test my blood pressure, and I still have not done that in regards to, is War Thunder relaxing me, yes or no? And guess what? I didn't do that either. Ugh. Charge all these devices. You know, they're about as dependable as freaking a Yugo. They're just not. Okay. I just slid my Soundcore headphones, and I know tomorrow I'm not gonna remember where they are. So if you can remind me that my Soundcore headphones are behind the box, behind my desk, that one, because I'm gonna forget. I am not gonna dig through it right now. I can find them. Stay down. I still have not found my freaking ones. So this is one thing about this. Fucking memory. This is total. I have had really have changed my password over and over and over again. I cannot remember anything. That's how bad my stress is. It just fucking let up. It just is worse and worse and worse. Do you think people get bored? Like, do you get bored of being a shed? Some people don't get bored. That is their whole life's mission, is just not to be a nice person, and I just don't get it. It's an understanding thing. I just am not yet quite understanding it. So it is late. I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. I'm probably like crap as usual. I was like crap when I wake up in the morning. Like life is over, and it takes me literally 8 hours or more to realize that life is not over, and you can still do it. Just keep going. So yeah, that's what's going on. like my gigantic lip balm. Lip balm. It looks really good. So, all right, kids. I so appreciate all of your kind compliments and that you guys are here for me. And I appreciate that you subscribe and that you like and you do all of that great stuff and you share it. And I there's just no words of gratitude that I can really say to you. To say thank you for your help and for your just listening to me, just so I don't feel so alone and motivation uh, to get up because I got something to do. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. But I appreciate you saying that, and I'll be here. And that was really the kindest thing for it to end with. And I, Mr. Cephalus, I appreciate it very very much. And I hope everyone has a really good night. And tomorrow's Friday, so remember it's Friday. So just gonna bear it and cross your fingers that everything works great. And yeah, you can sleep in on Saturday. All right. So have a good night. I'm going to bed because y'all told me to do so, and I'll see y'all